Hi, it's the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your September 2017 general readings. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Welcome to any newcomers. Thank you always for your like, share, subscribes, for following my YouTube channel, for all your support, feedback, and comments. Thank you to my regular clients for allowing me to continue to be a part of the unfolding chapters of your life. And thank you to those of you who continue to keep me so busy in reaching out for personal one-on-one readings, regardless of where I am. As those of you who follow me regularly know, I do travel quite a bit, and I work the same as when I'm back at my home base, or traveling any of the four corners of the universe, because I do like to explore this wonderful world we live in. So thank you for those of you who give me the opportunity to remain busy anywhere that I go. The internet is a wonderful thing. Make sure to check your rising and your moon sign videos as well. These are general readings, so for some of you, they may resonate in one area of your life, for others in other areas of your life to different degrees and intensities. Watch your rising and your moon sign videos as well if you know them and if you can, because they may play out a little more predictively for you than your sun sign. And just watching all three gives you, or can potentially give you, additional insight and clarification to what's going on in your life. We are looking at September 2017. I'll be pulling the customary 8 cards with an additional 9th card from the bottom of the deck for overall guidance and energy. And this video is for the earth sign of Taurus. And those of you who are interested, if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me, you can go to and you haven't read with me before, you can go to my YouTube channel's homepage, click on the About or Description button. That'll give you a little more information and detail. It also has my email address, which is Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to work with you. I do a wide variety of readings: love and romance, compatibility charting, career, work, and finance, year overviews, gift readings, channeled messages, and so on. So if you're interested, email me. We'll go from there. I do readings full-time, 5 to 6 days a week. It is what I do. So I'm usually able to get back with you within the same day of initial contact. And turnaround time for readings, live or recorded, is almost always within a 2-week period of time. So email me if you're interested. We'll go from there. So moving right along, Taurus, the bull for September 2017. We have the Star with the 5 of Wands. We have the 8 of Wands with the 8 of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Wands with the Magician, and the 9 of Cups with the Page of Cups. And from the bottom of the deck for overall energy and guidance is the Ace of Pentacles. Now I pull 8 cards because it's 2 cards for each week, technically, but as I always say, time is a human construct and somewhat fluid, so give or take a few days. This is for the month of September 2017. I am recording these in the last week of August. It's a beautiful, bright, positive reading, Taurus. It looks like there is some tangible new beginnings on the board for you for September 2017. I'm actually going to start with your crowning card. I usually end with it, but sometimes I start with it. So your crowning card is from the bottom of the deck, and it represents overall energy and guidance. We have the Ace of Pentacles, so we have earth energy, which is the element which governs the suit of Pentacles, your energy. And it's tangible, earthy energy, so it usually manifests in things we can see and touch and feel in the day-to-day concrete world we live in. Often things like money, finances, resources, property, job, etc. Aces represent the number ones. They represent new beginnings always, promise, potential. I always compare them to seeds. They hold a lot of potential, but they need to be planted in the right soil at the right time and nurtured and taken care of so that they can grow to their full potential and end up giving back to us. Otherwise, they can fizzle out as ideas which never get acted on, or things which get started but don't get followed through. So they represent new beginnings which hold a lot of potential. So this is a tangible new beginning. It's often potentially a new beginning that makes a tangible, practical difference in our life, although it can relate to beginning new relationships, or new relationships which take on a tangible new beginning, like moving in together, buying your first home together. The Ace of Pentacles, tangible new beginnings, this often comes up for moving, relocating, starting a new job, buying a new home, starting a new project, which might be tangible in essence, perhaps building something. But it holds a lot of potential. In terms of financial areas, this would be a new beginning, which potentially holds the opportunity to have, manifest, create, or work for and build a lot of financial or physical material prosperity and abundance. In relationships, it can imply a new relationship or a new beginning in a new beginning aspect in an already established relationship that holds a lot of potential to build more stability and rootedness. Sometimes on the financial level, it can represent an unexpected amount of money coming in, a gift or a win of money coming in, of money or resources coming in as well. So it could represent that for some of you. But overall, the energy, regardless of what area of your life it manifests in or what the specifics are, because it's going to vary because there's so many of you watching, the energy fundamentally remains the same. Tangible new beginnings are kind of taking precedence for the month of September 2017. We have the Star, beautiful card, with the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands is fire energy. That's the element which governs the suit of wands. It's fluid, active-oriented, action-oriented, forward-moving energy, creating, building, manifest. It's fiery energy. The Five of Wands can represent conflict. It can represent external conflict with other people. It can represent internal conflict with yourself, or a combination of both. It can represent competitiveness as well. It can represent in job and career or business, particularly in entrepreneurial activities, you know, that you're in a competitive industry. In terms of external conflict with other people, it's kind of petty conflict. It's not, these people in this circle they're sparring with each other. They're using practice weapons, not real weapons. Nobody's out for blood. So in terms of conflict with other people, it's kind of petty conflict, like the same circular argument going around and around, nobody winning, nobody losing, but no solution and no resolvement in sight either, just the same thing over and over again. And internal conflict as well, just kind of going over and over again. It usually represents a situation in conflict which has gone on for some time, is becoming rather burdensome. Now it's paired with the Star card, which is a beautiful card. This is a major arcana card, fingers of the divine, as I like to call them. It represents hope and faith and optimism, but a renewed sense of hope and faith and optimism, usually after a period of something challenging or difficult. This is a card that I see come up for people who've been sick for a while and are finally beginning to recover, somebody who went through a breakup, went off into their emotional cave to heal, and are finally coming out and realizing that the sun is still shining, life is still meant to be lived, maybe there's still love out there. Kind of a darkness into light, winter into spring, sickness into health kind of feeling of just realizing again. It's also a wish fulfillment card, and a card of trusting in your intuition, which is really your connection with the divine, and of kind of devoting yourself to that, of letting go of anxieties, worries, conflicts, any conflicts you might be having, particularly internally, and trusting that the universe has a plan for you, and following that, doing what's laid out in front of you to do. Renewed sense of hope, faith, and optimism that the path that you're on, that the path they want you to be on, leads to your joy and fulfillment, and letting go of all of this stress and conflict and strife. I feel like for you, whatever this new beginning does represent potentially the end of some kind of period in your life which was stressful or had a lot of conflict in it, whether it was in relationship area of your life, maybe work, career, or a project of some kind. I feel like for a lot of you, this is more in the tangible area of your life, although for some of you, it could be in relationship or spirituality as well. But I feel like for a lot of you, it's job and career. Perhaps you're transitioning into a new job or career path, or beginning a new project which is exciting to you. Some of you, this is going to be moving, relocating. For some of you, it's going to be a combination of both. You're moving or relocating for a new job or opportunity, which is quite exciting, and it has given you kind of a renewed sense of hope and faith and optimism within a situation that you thought just might be going on or had been going on for quite a long time. You weren't satisfied of. There's a lot of conflict, external and or internal. Now next to that, we have the Eight of Wands with the Eight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Wands is a card of communication going back and forth, powerful, swift communication. And this can be all forms of communication. We live in a pretty technologically driven world today, so this can represent not just mail, but it can represent phone, text, email, etc. Some of you, this represents information which hasn't come yet, but which will be coming in the month of September. You can see that these wands have left their point of origin, but haven't quite reached their destination yet. So it could be for those of you who are waiting on communication on this new beginning, this new job, new relocation, new project, or potentially something which affects the stability, future stability of a relationship. For those of you waiting for communication about this or communication exchanges, it is coming in the month of September. There will be a lot of powerful communications going back and forth. It's paired with the Eight of Pentacles, more earth energy here. This is the Worker Bee card. This is the card of building up a good, solid, stable foundation for yourself financially, materially, in relationships. It can represent, building up a good foundation because the amount of work, perseverance, dedication, attention that you're putting into it for yourself, for your partner. We're at the 8 here. 10s represent completion. So 8 represents that you have worked very hard to build a good, solid, stable foundation for yourself, whatever area of your life this is resonating in, because of your attention to detail. In terms of work, it can represent a lot of work, overtime, getting up early, staying up late, but it's because you have a dream, a vision, a goal, something you're working towards, and you're doing it step by step, rung by rung on that ladder. So lots of communication about this. There could be just lots of communication and work, but again, this is centered around new beginnings of some kind. If it's a new project, there's lots of communication around this, lots of work being put into it. Same deal with relationship, job, relocation, perhaps a new job or new career path, the opportunity for that, lots of communication. It could be face-to-face communication too as well. I feel like submitting stuff, submitting resumes or submitting ideas of some kind as well, communicating and presenting things as well. And for those of you who are presenting something for a project or an opportunity, this Five of Wands is actually competitive energy, which can be perceived as conflictive energy. Maybe you're going for something competitive, and I feel like you're communicating a lot, making some presentations a lot, and hoping that yours will be the one chosen. And I feel like it will too, for those of you for whom that resonates. So moving on, we have it just gets ramped up faster and more powerful. We have the Knight of Wands with the Magician. This is a very powerful and fast-moving combination of cards. Wands, fire energy. Knights are the bringers, the deliverers. They typically represent offers, opportunities, the speed at which a situation moves, and what you're being called to invest in in an offer or an opportunity or a situation. Out of all 4 of the Knights, the Knight of Wands is the fast, most spontaneous and impulsive, because he's driven by fire. For some of you, this is going to be an offer or an opportunity coming in. You're going to need to act on it quickly. It might have a window of opportunity. This situation may be a fast-moving situation, and you may be acting on it rather quickly. It's a very powerful card. It's a very creative manifesting energy as well, too. Some of you, this might be entrepreneurial energy. Some of you, I feel, are trying to start a new project or a new business or something, and you're making presentations or communications for further help and resources for people getting on board, or even investors and backers as well. And you're really jumping on every opportunity that you can. For some of you, again, it's a job or new career path opportunities. You're being asked to be very assertive, almost aggressive and fast moving in this. And this is what you're choosing to do. It's very, very powerful energy. Almost aggressive kind of energy. It's paired with the Magician, which is very powerful energy, independent energy, because the Magician is a very independent person, kind of a go your own way person. If he has a challenge, it's sometimes in working with other people, because he's walked his own path for quite a while. He knows how to get things done his way, and sometimes has difficulty in compromising and negotiating. He's the perfect entrepreneurial person. He's worked very long and hard at his craft, and he's reached a point in his craft now, because of the length of time, experience, dedication. He now has Whatever he wants to create, build, or manifest, he has all the experience, tools, wisdom, knowledge to do it because of everything that he's invested into it. All of this energy he's invested into it. He's very good at what he does now, so he can build, create, manifest anything that he wants. Very powerful card. It's a card about taking your will, determination, experience, knowledge, tools, and manifesting them in an external fashion to create and build and manifest something externally. Moving very quickly, very assertively, very swiftly and powerfully, and just kind of doing it, just going your own way, taking the opportunity, seizing the moment, and moving forward in a very powerful and successful way. I do feel like the majority of you, this is not relationship, it's more in taking some kind of opportunity. Some of you, it's entrepreneurial in nature. It's like you're starting something new on your own, building, creating, manifesting that. You've been working very hard on it. This is the month where things are really starting to move, to pick up. It's like you've been putting all this work, homework, research, building up all this stuff. And this is the month where everything comes together, and it comes together very fast. For some of you, it may feel unexpected, but it's like you jump on every opportunity that comes to actually begin to flesh this out and make it reality. Everything that you've been investing into it. This is a month where it's coming together and you're being asked to act quickly and powerfully and very assertively. Now, at or towards the end of the month, we have the Nine of Cups with the Page of Cups. The energy is beautiful. Nine of Cups. Cups is water energy. It's that area of our life that deals with emotions, feelings, our emotional landscape, how it affects our relationships. So emotions, feelings, relationships. The Nine of Cups is often called the wish fulfillment card. It's the card of getting what you want, getting everything that you want, having your cups overflowing, having abundance overflowing so much that you just want to, it's spilling over. You want to share it with everybody that you can. Shout it out to the world. Generosity, sharing with friends and family, as this man is doing. He has not only just enough for himself, enough to eat, enough to drink, physical surroundings, but enough to share with all friends, family, just kind of cups running over, abundance, particularly in a financial, physical, sensual sense. The Ten of Cups is a card of emotional happiness and fulfillment too, but there's more of a connection to spirituality, home, and family. The Nine of Cups is almost a sense of sensual decadence, having what you want in terms of the things around you and your sense of success and wealth and prosperity and abundance, and just being able to share that and be generous about that and just wanting to share it kind of with everybody, being really happy you're finally getting what you want. Whatever it is you've been investing in and working in for a long time, Taurus, whether it's in the relationship area of your life or work, career, finance, projects, starting your own something, which I think for a lot of you it is. It's come together, and at the end of the month, it's like you finally have it, and more than what you needed or wanted, and it's just wonderful. It's paired with the Page of Cups. Pages are the youngest and least mature energies. They can represent babies or young people. They often represent messages. They always represent being at the introductory phase of something. They can represent student apprenticeship energy. The Page of Cups is kind of like being at the beginning of a fresh new path and you're feeling so emotionally beautiful about it, fresh about it. This is somebody who's kind of in relationships would be, at the start of love, very idealistic and believing in every aspect of romance and love and courtship and all of that. It's about being at the introductory path of something, and just, everything's got a shine and a sheen to it, and you're feeling very optimistic, beautiful, lovely. Whatever it is that's come together, you acted on it, and it's brought you what you want. And it's kind of like it's almost put you in a sense of, we talk about renewed hope, faith, and optimism. It's like, it's almost as if you're a child again and your eyes are open and everything is possible and everything is beautiful and new again. It's a beautiful, lovely energy. I'm really interested to hear what the feedback will be on what this is for those of you for whom it resonates. It's tangible. It's making a tangible, practical difference in your life, particularly, I think, for a lot of you. Finances, money, business, career project, even moving and relocating is something to do with that. Or for some of you, a combination of all of that. Lovely energy, very forward moving, and very much kind of a sense of finally all my hard work, everything that I've been working for and hoping for, it's finally coming together and manifesting. So powerful, beautiful, wonderful Taurus. Happy to bring this reading to you. So that pretty much wraps up your September 2017 reading. I hope you have enjoyed it. I certainly have. It's a gorgeous reading. Thank you very much for watching it. And again, if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me, you can go to my YouTube channel's homepage if you haven't read with me before. Click on the About or Description button. You'll see some information and my email address, which is Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can also find me through that email address on PayPal for those of you who feel so inspired to make a donation to my channel. And thank you, by the way, for those of you who have and do continue to donate and support of my channel. It is what I do full time and what I absolutely love and am driven and compelled to do. I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the September mid-month readings. Until then, Taurus, as always, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. And I hope to see you back here again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.